listening to All Chiefed Up.
Chiefs Kingdom. Welcome back to All Chiefed Up. We're back with a live podcast for that ass. It's 8 o'clock over there in Kansas City. What are you guys doing tonight? Let us know in the chat. Steve, what's up?
Not much, my man. Just doing the old daily grind. Been working all day.
The daily grind, getting horned up to go live, talking about some Chiefs football with the ACU crew.
Heck yeah,
Chiefs
man.
Kingdom. Before we get started, hit that like button, baby. Smash that sub button. We just hit almost 29, I think 29.7 today. We're 300 away from hitting 30K. That's freaking huge for us, Steve. We're just two idiots in a room in a basement talking about the Chiefs, man. So it's pretty awesome.
Not bad. Yeah, but hit that like button. Get this out to more people. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
We're going to talk about the Chiefs running back room off the rip here. Looks like it's still a little hole there in the running back room. Some people wondering how that's going to go down. Are they going to bring back Jerick McKinnon, Mike? That's the question. That's the $1 million question.
Yeah, man. So I'll just bring this up. We'll start it off with this. PFF come out with a thing today, and they rank the Chiefs running backs at the middle of the pack. It says Kansas City now has just 2 running backs locked in for 2024. Who is behind them? So we know who the 2 running backs are. It's Pacheco and Clyde.
Right.
It says the football analytics site PFF has released its ranking of the NFL's best running back squads. The Chiefs fall in the middle. Number 18, Pacheco is the king of consistency, earning rushing grades of 74 and 80 in the past 2 seasons. He also recorded a yards per carry average of 4.5 in each of the past 2 seasons, with 40 explosive runs, 20 in both years. Kansas City still has Clyde Edwards-Helaire behind him, but we don't know much after that. So that is the sentiment, Steve. Everybody's been talking about the running back room. And like, is Reese Zammit enough? Is Deneric Prince enough? Is Keontae Ingram enough? Nobody knows. And so this has been like this debacle and this debate of like, is it time to go out and re-sign Jerick McKinnon? It's been long enough.
I don't think so. I don't think it's necessary. Like, when you get past the first 2 running backs, yeah, it gets a little questionable on the depth purpose, right? Because they're only going to take 3-4 running backs. We'll say 4 at most. They randomly took 4 when they had Ronald Jones Jr. And guess what? He took 2 snaps all season long. But it's nice to have them there in case of injury. Pacheco runs like a madman. So if he were to get hurt, that's one thing. Clyde has not proved that he can stay healthy a whole year very often. So I get it. But I don't think Jerick McKinnon necessarily has to be the guy to go get. If they do decide to sign one, I'm good with them re-signing Jerick McKinnon. Don't get that twisted. But I don't think they have to. I think that Clyde is going to take the role of third down, change of pace, receiving back. That's what he was meant to do from day one. And he's never been used that way. I think Clyde's going to flourish this year in that role that Jerick McKinnon's been in because he's a good receiving back.
I totally agree. Let us know in the chat. Like, what do you guys think? Do you think it's Clyde's job to lose on McKinnon, or would you like to see McKinnon back, Steve? I know a lot of people are asking who's out there. These are who's available. Damian Harris, Cam Akers, Matt Breida, Kareem Hunt still out there, Latavius Murray. Even though I thought the other day I seen somebody thinking about signing Murray, but I wasn't for sure.
Yeah, he's got to be like 40 by now, right?
Yeah, he's 34.4. He's got his age there. And then Marlon Mack. The Chiefs have actually talked about signing Marlon Mack at one point in time, but I think some injuries. Look, Clyde's on the list. He signed last year.
You mean Jerick McKinnon?
Jerick, I'm sorry. He had signed and played for super, super cheap. But people are talking. He's starting to gain traction. And I alluded to it in the title. Should we sign him, or do we let him fall into our biggest rival? Because he's picking up steam here. The Raiders say they must consider signing Jerick McKinnon. If the Raiders want to have a bit more veteran depth, they must consider Jerick McKinnon, said Christopher Knox of Bleacher Report. They write about the Raiders. They write about this. They said, look, he makes plenty of sense. Additionally, McKinnon would bring experience in the AFC West and a little insight into the rival. So one is just one's just somebody writing, right? It's not a rumor. But when it comes up on the second page and Super Bowl winning running back linked to the Raiders as a possible signing, and they go on to say the same thing at the bottom, signing McKinnon purely for information on his former team seems a lot like a move of the Patriots past during Belichick's regime, but it could be useful. So the Raiders, there's a little bit of smoke, man. They've got Zamir White. I think they drafted one this year.
Well, they lost Josh Jacobs.
Right.
right? So that's the big hit for them.
They
But
need
it's
some experience.
yeah, I get it. And that's fine for them. But I'm more worried about what the Chiefs are going to do, right? And I think that Jerick McKinnon is kind of a signing if they're afraid that nothing's going to come together. Like, are they worried about Deneric Prince being the third guy on the roster? Are they worried about Louis Reese-Zammit being the third guy on the roster?
I think you're definitely worried about Louis Reese-Zammit
Right,
having
you have
to
to
take
be.
a lot of carries. Like, we know that he's electric. He may be useful during the punt kick return game, but I don't think you could be like, well, I think we could give him about 100, 150 carries this year, and he's completely good.
Right. So
I don't know about that one.
The thing about it is everybody on that list you just brought up was less than $2 million for a year. And it depends on what the Chiefs want to do. If they want more of the same, they want the proven guy, you could get Jerick McKinnon. You have a little bit of a comfort, like a security blanket, if you will.
Going into camp, you don't think that's smart just to put him into camp? If anything, he wear and tears a little bit. He takes some heat off your other guys. He teaches them a few things. And
what's more of a Brett Veach move here? Pull that list back up. Is it more of a Brett Veach move to do that, or is it to go out and get Cam Akers, who's 25, who was supposed to be an absolute monster and just hasn't been able to stay healthy?
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. True. Like, Cam Akers got way more upside than Jerick McKinnon just because of his age and everything like that. But the guy's not been able to stay on the field. He's proven it. Jerick McKinnon had that stigma coming out of Minnesota and San Francisco. Right. He can't stay on the field either. I think that's why we used him the way we did.
Man, he hit the IR last year too, so
yeah,
you have that going for him. A lot of people, but I just thought it was kind of interesting that the Raiders are like, there's some smoke there. The Cowboys even come up. The Cowboys are looking at him. The Eagles are interested in him. So he's got some pursuers out there, but I've noticed he's posting videos on Instagram. He's working out,
right? Yeah,
but he's not, he's not committing anywhere. So I wonder if he's waiting around for a little Brett Veach phone call.
Yeah, he waited pretty late last time, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
But Terry Mayfield, a Facebook watcher. What's up, Terry?
Let's go.
It says Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook, question mark. So Dalvin Cook would be very intriguing in the Chiefs offense, right? Like, I feel like they could use a guy like him. He could maybe revitalize his career a little bit, but he is not a guy that's going to take a cheap paycheck. He just won't do it.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. I don't see him coming in. Now, look, if nobody signs him and he's not getting interest, come in for cheap, win your ring, move on.
Do you think Dalvin Cook, like, to me, I feel like Dalvin Cook's ego's too big for that. Like, he's not going to take a small paycheck and he's not going to play second fiddle to anybody on a team. I think he still thinks he's like a premier running back.
Yeah, Dalvin Cook thinks he's just the man.
So I don't know. I don't see it.
We got a 20 bomb in the house. So Pop's up in here with the 20 bomb. He says, with our tackles, we need Jerick McKinnon.
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing I was going to bring up, Mike.
That's a great point, actually, on third down.
Right.
You've got a young guy there on the left side.
Clyde is not at the level of pass protection as Jerick McKinnon. He's not. We know that. And with the tackles, I'm not worried about Jawan Taylor. I still think Jawan Taylor is going to settle in this year. He'll be a lot better than last year. The left side's a big fat question mark, though. We're going to have a rookie or a guy in his second season over there on the left side on Patrick Mahomes' blind side. So I see what Pop's trying to say here. Jerick McKinnon, he gives you that extra protection there. Like, he's going to pick up anything he needs to. You don't have to worry about it. So I agree.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. That's a valid point in the pro Jerick McKinnon camp. Look, I was thinking about this last week, Steve. I was like, look, we're getting ready to go into camp, and Chiefs Kingdom is they feel like the running back room's a little sus. They're just not feeling it. And I totally get it. You've got Crocky J, but he's more of a fullback. We know that. Louis Reese-Zammit, he's never played a snap in the NFL. Deneric Prince, he's had an off season, but he didn't do much when he was given a chance last year. Keontae Ingram, we've yet to really see what he can do, but I feel like the Chiefs like what he's doing, or they would have cut him instead of the other guys they're getting rid of. So I'm on both sides. I want to see the young guys get a chance, but I don't see any harm of signing McKinnon back to the league frickin' minimum, letting him come into camp, teach these young guys how to be a pro, and at the end of the day, if he just don't make the team, he just don't make the team.
Oh, he's going to make the team if he comes in.
That's my point. But so
Yeah.
okay. So is Jerick McKinnon? So it would just be last year's room, right? You're just gonna switch out like Piron with like Louis Rees-Zammit and possibly, a 5 if you take Crocky J or whoever. Last year's room won a Super Bowl. Everybody says that.
Do you think it's as funny as me that we call this guy his pet's name?
Yeah, his name's just Crocky J.
No, that's his pet alligator or crocodile or whatever it is.
I know,
crocodile.
That's him.
Is it? No, that's the other question here. Is it a crocodile or is it an alligator named Crocky?
I don't know.
No, but the thing with him, I'm with you. I think he has a good shot at making the team if they decide to go with the fullback, which I could see Andy kind of going back to that. I think Andy liked having a fullback. Like, he always did up until last season. So,
I prefer us to take the fullback, to be honest. I would rather have Crocky J and the fullback than to even take 4 tight ends, to be honest. And I would much prefer it over the 7 wide receivers.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't like the 7 wide receiver thing. I think you cut it down. Like if you're taking 6, figure out who the 6 are, and if somebody's got to go, they got to go.
Right. J-Mac says McKinnon can come back, but he has to get rid of that blonde hair. Hey, I kind of like it. He kind of reminds me of like Cisco back in the day.
Oh,
remember him
song.
back in the thong? He said, "Thong." Wait, I'm going to sing it.
Oh, God.
Should I have to bring it out?
What have we done already at this point in the stream?
Dude, that's what he's doing.
What have we done to already be singing the thong song 12 minutes into the stream?
At 9:12 on a Tuesday, we're bringing out Cisco. We've resurrected Cisco.
Resurrected?
I said resurrected. I'm thinking of Isaiah
Speaking of arrested, Bugs is gone. Big titty Bugs out the door, baby.
He gone. Hey, he gone. About freaking time, dude. Steve, we got a 2-bomb from our boy TGZ, if I can find it. There it is. Think we had him after formally releasing Bugs? Question mark. I like the trade. I'll take the trade all day.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know where they're at with this because they haven't really addressed the running back room whatsoever other than Louis Rees-Zammit, which I think is, let's be honest here. Love the kid, love the story. He's a special teamer.
Louis.
More than likely, he's just a special teamer. Now, can he get some snaps at, halfback or even receiver? Quite possibly. But you're not going to see a lot of it. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's got the potential to do what he needs to do to make the team. I think the Chiefs like the fact that he can make the team, and I think that they think he's probably got a good chance to make the team. But at the same time, I don't trust him. If Pacheco were to miss extended time and Clyde, you know what I mean? Clyde's kind of injury prone. So, I mean, you still got Deneric Prince. You still got your buffer guy. You what do they call it? The buffers in between him, So it's not like he would just directly have to step in, but it is what it is. I think I would be more comfortable having at least McKinnon going into camp and just letting maybe the rookies try to beat him rather than just giving them the job. Does that make sense?
I think it'd be a good thing. I'm not going to be mad if they sign McKinnon, but I don't think it's absolutely necessary. Yogi's in the house, Mike. What's up, Yogi?
Yogi, what's up?
Says finally caught a live stream. Good to see you, my man. I don't think it's a must. It's absolutely not a must. But if it happens, we can all be happy. We got Jerick McKinnon back. Why not let him back in? Let him go for that 3-peat, baby. He's already got 2 in a row. I mean, let him be a part of it. But that's another thing. It really comes down to him, right? Like, it's not so much if the Chiefs want. Like, what does Jerick McKinnon want to do? Does he want to continue to come in here and be, a guy that gets, 10 snaps a game, or maybe gets a pass thrown to him here and there. Now, like 2 years ago, he had a freaking breakout season as a receiving back. He had a touchdown like 8 straight games. Yeah. Last year, not so much. But like, I don't know. What do you think? Where do you think his head's at? Is he trying to get paid a little bit more from somebody because he's coming up on the end of his career, or is he willing to take $1 million, come back for a year?
Well, here's my thing. He's been out there for a while, and apparently there's been a lot of smoke, but there's not been any fire on signing him. So maybe he's tested the waters, and now he's like, look, I'll take league minimum. Let's come back and run it back for a third time. I think maybe that's the way it goes. I seen where our boy, I've lost it in the chat.
Sucking with these comments tonight.
Either way, Like, comments are flying, baby. Somebody just asked what the cap space was. Our top 51 cap space is right at 13 mil.
I was thinking 12, so.
Yeah, it's close to, like, Spot Rack is saying top 51 cap space is 13.075, so almost 13.1. We have $6 million in dead cap. That's not a lot. That's 31st in the league. There's only one team that's got, less dead cap money than us. So we've got a lot of money that we can kind of play around with. Like, not a lot, but all of our rookies are something. Like, everything's done. And we're dancing at 13 million cap space. So I don't see how league minimum contract with McKinnon wouldn't be just a decent thing, at least for the locker room as well, in my opinion.
Yeah, totally okay with it if it happens. Hey, Mike, you know what time it is, baby? Do you know what time it is?
What?
It's time for a little bit of Where in the World is K Wayne?
Where in the world is K Wayne? You know where K Wayne is tonight? I don't, but I'm about to guess it. So last time he was in
Michigan,
up in his, I forget the name.
Grand Rapids.
It wasn't Ann Arbor. Grand Rapids. Okay. We've sounded the horn. Steve, you guess first for K Wayne. I guessed first last week.
Look, man, last week I had this Georgia feeling like he's down south.
You thought he was in the south.
I went with Atlanta. And you know what? I'm going to stick with it. I'm staying in the south. For some reason, I feel like K Wayne's meant to go to Atlanta at least once. He's in Atlanta.
Woo! I'm going to say K Wayne is down in New Orleans, getting him some crab and some gumbo. That's where I think. So where's he at? Brian Parrott says he's in Uzbekistan. I don't know.
It's a possibility.
Isn't that somewhere in California too?
Pop out here dropping the BF bomb. So he's in Egypt.
Pop, don't you dare drop BFs in this chat.
Ray says Texas. K Wayne, you're gonna have to fill us in, brother. Where are you at?
Where are you driving?
It's my favorite part of every live stream, by the way.
Dude, we need to get the whole. I'm going to get the whole theme music. I'm going to get the whole segment together. Why am I talking like Trump? I got to get the theme music. I got to get the whole segment.
It'll be the best
together.
theme music. It'll be the best theme music. The greatest theme music.
The greatest, unlike any theme music you've ever heard.
Oh, we've lost terribly.
South Dakota. Who would have guessed Rapid City, South Dakota?
It's a good city, Mike. It's one of the best cities.
It's one of the greatest cities ever invented. Dude, you know what? South Dakota, I've heard South Dakota is pretty cool, and I would love to take a trip to South Dakota. South Dakota, North Dakota. I sound like I'm from Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Julia says this is rigged.
It's always rigged.
Julia,
have you noticed there's always a name Rapid in the city that he's in. So maybe I have to start following it.
It's because K Wayne's so fast, baby. He's just going from John Clifford says Sturgis. K Wayne, are you at Sturgis? Are you seeing some
he's
breast?
Out there. We know what he's doing.
We know what you're doing up there, K Wayne. Get back in your truck.
Chris 716 here says, who's the biggest rival for the Chiefs? I'm assuming if you just mean just normal rival, Raiders, obviously. If you're meaning like biggest rival for trying to take over the AFC, I think you have to go Ravens. Buffalo's got a down year this year coming, I think. The Bengals are the Bungles. What do you think?
The Bengals try so hard to be relevant, and they suck.
Yeah.
Did you see Joe Burrow's? The back was blown out. Somebody said, why in the world is he walking around with his back out like that? I said, well, I was like, somebody needs to check in. Have you guys checked in on your Bengals friends? I haven't seen them today since that photo's dropped.
Oh, my God.
They are blue chewed.
Do you have a picture of that on here?
No, I refuse.
God.
They're in their mom's basement, just blue chewed to the max. Just down there, they're just down there ripping that hog, baby. That's what they're doing.
It's like you just be knocking on their door, Mike, and can't get a hold of them because they're baiting.
Yeah. It's like, hey, what are you guys doing tonight? He said, go away.
Go away, baiting. Damn it.
Yep, that's all Bengals fans right now. 100%.
Over a little bit of back showing. They see his
Bit of
back,
that.
Mike. That's weird.
Imagine if he dropped the cleavage pick.
It'd be
whole
the end.
city of Cincinnati may implode.
Chief Kelsey says all the other 31 teams are rivals.
They think
Look,
they are.
It don't matter who you throw in front of the Chiefs, baby.
If
They're
you
gonna take you down.
claim that, like everybody wants to be the Chiefs' biggest rival because you want to be relevant, right?
Yeah.
So I think everybody wants to claim it. We ain't even played the frickin' Commanders, and they're out here saying that the Chiefs are their biggest rival.
Who? What? They're just mad because the Chiefs haven't had to change their name yet.
They said,
They're like, how did you all escape the mob with the pitchforks?
Steve, because they're too busy chasing Butker. Leave us alone. That's almost over with.
Butker's the distraction. They're like, hey, go out and tell women to make sandwiches again, Butker. We got to keep our name.
Butker, get that sandwich comment working. Go out there and double down on that.
Speaking
Here's
of
what
the
it
Commanders, though, I was actually thinking about this earlier today. I was talking about football with a guy at work that's a Dallas fan. So I like to pick on him from time to time. It's fun. It's a good time. But he was like, the Commanders kind of scare me a slight bit this year. And I was like, why? And I got to thinking about it. He's like, apparently they had Brandon Ayuk has been running around with Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
So he's like, if they sign him, he's like, they're going to have Daniels as a quarterback. So if he works out, he's going to have Terry McLaurin and Brandon Ayuk. And then he's like, they went and got Austin Eckler. He was like, they might actually put something together over there.
They also drafted Jahan Dotson a few years ago.
Right.
He's actually panned out. But it's still the Commanders. It's still Washington, D.C. football.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
But if you're Dallas, you have to be scared of everybody. Because at any time, Dak Prescott can just be a no-show, and then you're screwed.
Yeah.
Julia Gulia. It is. How do I get this on the camera? I don't know how this works.
That's not it. It's the other way. Quit showing us your right arm. It's on your left one.
This one? Oh, okay. There we go. That's how much I don't even know where they're at anymore, Julia.
What's wrong with this guy?
What? I didn't know which arm it was on.
Oh, man.
It's okay.
The Chiefs' big rival for the Chiefs, I think, is anybody in the AFC South. That's what always scares me because the Chiefs don't know how to beat anybody in the AFC South. It is like the hardest thing they've ever had to do.
Because it's like watching paint dry, watching them run an offense. So the Chiefs literally get bored and fall asleep. Like, it's so bad. But, I think you're going to see Baltimore come in with a little bit of that AFC South type, let's run the ball 89 times and slow the game, speed the game up, I should say.
Baltimore is going to, I think they're going to run Derrick Henry into the ground. You don't think he's got a lot left, but here's my thing. You didn't sign Derrick Henry to keep him long term. So you need to run him into the ground for the next year to 2 years. If that's all you get, that's all you get. But you need it now. Don't try to make Derrick Henry extend 5 years. It ain't going to happen. So just crush him this year. Put 700 carries on him if you have to. Get your money's worth right now.
That's the thing, man. Like, he's getting older. He's been beat down over in Tennessee for all these years. So, I mean, if they try to run him heavy, he missed, a year or two ago? Like, I think it might have been the year before last. He had that foot injury. He's not invincible. He's a beast, but we'll see. Yep. Mike, you forgot to put up the top dono, baby. Pops with a 20 bomb.
My bad. Pops got it in here on the top dono.
Don't forget, if you want to win a prize, a surprise from ACU crew, or me and Mike anyway, be the top donor.
Everyone in the chat must send the top donor a gift.
Yeah, sorry. It's just the rules is rules.
You know what we should do? For Christmas, we should have an ACU chat white elephant party where we all have to just pick somebody at random and send them something, and we unveil it.
Yeah, for sure. Wait. Gary Holland. Hey, Gary Holland saying 420 people in the chat. It's 490 plus total, counting X and Facebook. Appreciate you guys being here. Take 2 seconds and hit that like button. Let's get a bunch of likes on here. Get this out to more people. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, Gary, and the other mods for doing the Lord's work all the time. You guys 100%. Are awesome.
Oh, yeah. We got a 5 gifted from our boy Yogi.
Let's go,
Steve.
Yogi.
5 gifted from Yogi. Appreciate you, Yogi. Yogi is now the top donor. He steals it away from Pops.
I took it. I'm going to change it. I'll change it real quick.
Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do something else.
I don't know how to change it.
Oh, I'm going right here with it. Peace Swizzle. By the way, before I get the Peace Swizzle, everybody give Yogi that ketchup. Give him that legendary. Give him that nuke. Give him that love. And if you don't have your gifting turned on, turn it on. Get that gift from Yogi, and you say, thank you, sir, for that sweet gift. Peace Swizzle in the house with 2 bombs says, yo, Steve, how many tats you got? I see the movie tats. So he sees Halloween. He sees The Exorcist. I see Jason. I see Friday the 13th. I see Wolfman down there.
Wolfman's hiding behind the watch.
Yeah. I see Tim Burton over there on your right arm.
That's not Tim Burton. That's AFI, baby.
You're right.
Yeah,
You got Freddy Krueger.
How many? I have no idea.
Why did I call? I mean, doesn't that look like Tim Burton?
It definitely does look like something Tim Burton.
For some reason, I was thinking Tim Burton.
I got my favorite tattoo right here, the black cat. I don't know why. It's just my favorite.
Is the black cat just a black cat, or is there something behind that one?
No. Just we're the most unlucky people in the world. If you don't know, you don't know. If you know, you know.
Now you know.
The Williams people, we're unlucky. So I had to get the black cat.
Now you know.
Let me give Yogi back up here as the top dono. Appreciate you, P Swizzle, for the 2. And also, if you got a membership from Yogi, guess what he just did? He gave you a chance to get on our members-only live stream at the beginning of July and win a signed Dante Hall jersey just for being a member. You might go on the wheel of death to win that bad boy. So shout out Yogi.
X Factor. Let's go. Dude, that's going to be good. And while we're at it, Patreon, $1 right now. Patreon.com/allchiefedup. It's $1. $1. You can't even go to the freaking convenience store and get a 20-ounce Mountain Dew. It's double that, okay? It's double that. You can't do it. But you can go over there and pay $1 and get tons of content, and then maybe win yourself a Will Shields signed jersey at the end of this month. So look at that. You can win a Dante Hall jersey and a Will Shields jersey. You've got as good a chance as anybody. That's what I say. Appreciate you guys being here. Hit that like button if you haven't. Hit that sub button if you haven't. This is the place to get premier Chiefs content. If you like
the Chiefs,
what would you call our Chiefs content, Steve? What would you call it? It's not like we're not news. I'm not coming at you. I'm not waiting up on.
We're literally
like Adam Schefter. I'm not doing it.
We're a Chiefs podcast, baby. We like to give our opinions. We like to get your opinions. We just like to interact, have a good time.
If you want some opinions, if you want 2 horned up dudes talking about
Mike, you sound like you're trying to sell a used car right now. But let me tell you something.
That's what I want to do.
If we're a used car, we're a Cadillac, baby.
Steve,
if you don't,
look, if it don't pick up, I'm going to be a used car salesman. I'm just saying.
Julia says it's horn content.
Oh,
she's right about that.
Beyond. It is horned up. We're thinking about starting a TCU's Horn Frogs page and calling it Horned Up.
Hey, our boy
TCU fans.
Mike, our boy Kyle's in the house. He's been a member for 9 months now. He says, Steve speaks the truth. All Williams have to do all things 3 times harder to achieve the same result as the others.
That's 1,000% true.
100% true. I don't know what it is.
Well, what in history happened to the Williams name that cursed our entire namesake?
What did we do?
Did we do something horrible over?
What did our forefathers and foremothers do over there, Michael?
Hear ye, hear ye! What hast thou done to the William Namath?
It's so true, though. I'm glad at least he confirmed, because it's so true. It's so true.
You know what? Something scary is about to happen.
Iron Price is in the house, baby, with a 5 gifted. Let's go.
Let's freaking go. Iron Price for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching at home. Let's get ready to suck it.
Suck it.
That's what's up. And he gets the real one.
Suck it. Suck it. We got 2 words for you. Suck it.
Heck yeah, baby. If you get one of those memberships, make sure to thank Yogi and Iron Price in the chat.
Let's go.
Also, if you don't know, you need to click up there on one of those and accept the gifts. So if you want a chance to get a membership while the ACU crew's throwing them around, you might want to do that. Make sure you can get one.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. I'm updating the
You're gonna have
beautiful
to.
board.
Now
Look at
Tim and
this.
Yogi.
Now we got 2 people getting a gift right now. And if somebody comes in over the top of them and takes them off, they're going to gang up. And they're going to come tag team fight you. But, hey, I'll tell you right now, if somebody overshoots them, Steve, I'm still throwing out gifts for Yogi and Iron Price. Why? Because they're doing the Lord's work out here tonight.
Yeah, of course. Got to take care of those guys. Man, so we talked
Steve,
about the running. I'm burping. I keep burping.
Yeah, I know. I hear it. I hear your stomach. I hear everything. What's wrong with you?
I don't
You
know.
make it?
I don't know what happened.
Steve, step away from the. What did you eat today?
No, we know what it is. It's that damn old Mountain Dew.
Oh,
Hey.
I'm all hyped up on that.
No, but I was going to say, we talked about the running back room, Mike, and the whole Jerick McKinnon thing. Is there, if the Chiefs were to go make another signing or 2, I think that's got to be the most likely. You have to put Jerick McKinnon at the top. But if they were to not go running back and they were to add another piece, where do you think they would go?
2 besides running back?
Yeah.
Before I answer, I just want to say another Facebook watcher, Holly, says, "Hey guys, what's up, Holly?
What's up,
Holly
Holly?
Hollenberger. Holly, is that a real name? I love it.
That name's awesome. It's like a
Holly
Adam Sandler
Hollenberger.
character. You know
It
how
sounds
Adam?
like an Adam Sandler character, straight up.
Yeah, because he always does that. You know.
Holly, is that also your BMW? That's pretty sick, actually. I appreciate you being here. Let me answer your question, Steve. If the Chiefs were to get a little horned up and Brett Veach pulls out the pocketbook and he starts writing checks tonight, and it's not for a running back, maybe there may be some smoke to the left tackle thing, Maybe they want to go a little, have an
Right.
insurance plan there.
Oh, Bakhtiari, like everybody's talking
the defense
about.
is pretty much set though, right? Like I love our defense as it sits. I don't have a freaking care in the world about that corner room. I think they're completely fine.
Like, even the defensive line, which you've touched on a little bit, just because you think it lacks depth somewhat. I think if Omenahue gets back as fast as he's claiming he's going to get back, we don't have anything to worry about.
Steve, Chubba Hubbard would give you a Chubba.
Chubba.
Okay, get Chubba over in the Blue Crew, the Blue Chew crew.
He doesn't
Dude,
need to be
we
on the
Chubba
team.
Hubbard. If Chubba Hubbard's on this team, Steve, do you know the T-shirts we could have?
All chubbed up, baby. Let's go.
Chub it up. J-Mac, I feel it.
The air horn was just for the chub joke, but
Chub it up.
Yogi with the $5. Mike, he's at $30
let's go, baby.
now. Yogi just took over.
Oh, yeah, I can give Yogi that 30 bomb then.
He's
I
like,
think
you know
Yogi's
what?
back in the lead.
He's like, you know
Back
what?
on, Yogi.
He
Yogi
said,
out
I'm
here doing
selfish.
it.
I'm standing alone at the top of this mountain.
Appreciate you, Yogi. Appreciate you, brother. Everybody helping the channel grow. You guys don't know what this means because on the back end, what you guys do not see is we've been doing a lot of stuff over the past few weeks. We've been reaching out. There's been people reaching out to us about some sponsorship, some things. Like we got some big stuff coming in, and we're trying to get this thing up to full time. And we are so close. Like we can see it. Like
We're halfway there.
There's a teeny light at the end of the tunnel, and we're so close. So all this stuff is helping.
Technically, we're halfway there. So,
We're living on a prayer.
but somehow I'm getting the ass into this one. Let's go. Well, you know, that's one of my favorite memories of Arrowhead, Mike.
Me
know,
too.
people, I don't know why.
I know what
but
you're going to say.
Was it the Jacksonville game? It was raining outside, like pouring rain, and they play Living on a Prayer over the PA system, but they cut it off. But you know what? Chiefs Kingdom said, nay, we will sing the whole rest of this freaking
We
chorus.
sang the entire song.
And it was awesome. I don't know why it was so funny and just it was ridiculous actually, but it was great.
Lemon on a pear.
Lemon on a pear.
We're halfway there.
There used to be one like a knockoff called Squidward on a Chair.
Iron Price is
Oh.
back, tied it up. He's tied it up at
Uh-oh.
the 25 mark. Look at these two just
30.
battling it out.
They're at 30 now.
They're at the 30. They're battling it out. It's neck and neck. This is like the Kentucky Derby.
Do I need to go change that, or are you going to change it?
I'll do it.
All right, Mike. Yeah, get back to your job of changing that. I helped you for a little while, but I'm tired now. It wore me out.
It's a tough job, man. I'm telling you. But now it's easier because I just have to like change the price. I don't even have to change the people.
Brian Parrott's asking, when is the chew with the crew? So that's funny you brought that up.
We should hash that out sometime soon, right?
It's got to be getting hashed out soon. But we also, there's something, like I said, this is kind of in the works, so don't hold us to this. One of our watchers, part of the ACU crew, she's up there above St. Joe, about 30 miles, I think.
Yeah, what did she say? What was the town? Do you remember the town name?
Let me go. I'll go find the email. Hold on. But either way, her family has a bar in King City, Missouri. She says it's about 30 minutes north of St. Joe's. So they're willing, they have a whole outside setup area and everything. They're willing to let us come in, have a little meet and greet, and do like a live podcast. So that's something that we might be getting in the works. But if we do that, we still will probably the next day do a chew with the crew.
We'll still do something in the Kansas City area.
Yeah, so
but
might be two things.
To the St. Joe area. So it'll be something in the St. Joe area, something in the KC area. Dude, kind of fired up about it. If that's the case, they want to do something like a live podcast. But what we were thinking of is instead of doing a live podcast and streaming, which I guess you could do it possibly, but we've never done this before. We were thinking about just maybe doing like a live Q&A. You know, people can ask questions, whatever, and we'll just have a nice little fun thing. So
yeah, I think it'd be cool. And then, you know, get the video out and put it on YouTube and let everybody watch it. I think it'd be a good time.
Yeah, I think that could be fun. So
Sam's asking a question here. He says, so is it total daily donation, not single largest? So I think it was single largest, but somewhere along the line, we were like, let's just do total. What do you guys think? We'll let you guys decide that in the chat. Let us know. Should I poll it? Should I poll it?
Should you poll it? I don't know.
Either way.
It could just be both. Just if we're generous on any given night, I guess.
He's saying quit changing the rules on him, son. He said, I'm not doing this. It's hashtag rigged if you're changing the rules.
Here's what I'll say, though. We've given out a lot of free stuff on this channel. And I'll tell you, if people donate, and even if you don't get it, I mean,
we might hook you up.
I'm hooking people up at all the times anyway.
I'm still going to poll it. I just kind of want to get an idea. That way we know. Yeah, I'll poll it. So top dono should be.
Hey, this poll should be sponsored by Blue Chew. If you need yourself a nice long poll, take Blue Chew.
Good Lord, we're gonna.
Dude, if you don't reach out for a sponsorship, Blue Chew, you guys are missing out. By the way, like we've got the most horned up crew in the world. Every one of these guys in the chat right now will buy Blue Chew, pop it at the same time, the first time we win a game this season. Even if it's the preseason, we're all going to get Blue Chewed up. We're going to snort that wiener dope, and we're going to get on here, and we're going to go crazy, baby.
We're going to give some to Chris Jones. That way he's offsides every play, baby.
If you give him that wiener dope, there ain't no telling. He'll be looking like those little tops that you spin?
Mike, he's going to make D Ford look like light work, baby. Like he's nothing. I got the poll up, by the way. I don't know if I worded it great, but you guys will know what it means. Just click which one you think, and we'll go with that from now on. Iron Price says, Will of Death never lies. Become a member. Yeah, for sure.
Will of Death is so fun.
I just want to mention that one more time in case you didn't catch it. If you are a member, on the members only live stream, we give away stuff. This coming members only live stream will be probably the second Thursday of July. We usually do first Thursday, but I think that's the 4th. So we're going to hold off. But we're giving away a signed Dante Hall jersey, customized with the all chiefed up. Dante did us a solid. You get a certificate of authenticity with it, and we're giving that away. So, I mean, if you're a member, you're there. I mean, you're going to get a chance to win that bad boy. I guess that's another thing we should poll. On the members-only live streams, when we give away something like the Dante Hall jersey, do you prefer it be a person that has to be there on the stream, or can it go out to any member? I think most people like it to be who shows up for the live stream.
Me too, but
I understand it.
That's tough to do when we have 200 and 300 members, man. It's hard to get people in the same spot. So
yeah, we'll poll that next. Mike, we'll just have all kinds of polls going for Blue Chew tonight, baby.
Woo, we will poll it up. You know what? It ain't nothing like a good poll to get you going. We're like a strip club in here. So many polls.
It's getting ridiculous, Mike. You got to tone it down a little bit. Mike's getting horned up.
My mistake.
Heck yeah, man. But as far as football goes, can't wait for camp. Can't wait to figure out when we're going to go to camp. We'll actually get. I'm hoping we'll get if we can work that out in, what was it called? King City. If we can do that like a little bit up north and then do one in the Kansas City area, that'd be 2 opportunities for us to hang out with you guys. So that's cool. So I do like it. Hopefully we can get all that settled. But when we get dates for that, just to let you know, Brian Parrott and everybody else that's wondering, we'll definitely give you guys a heads up on that. So,
yeah, I think it's kind of cool. I hope we can do something like that. I hope we get it set up. So, I think it'll be fun, man. We'll have to come up with some logistics and all that crap and how to set it up. But I mean, I think we'll get it. We were musicians for years. We can figure out how to run a PA and an audio. So I don't think it'll be that big of a deal.
we'll figure it out, Mike. It'll be okay.
We gonna figure it.
Yeah, so I guess what we've talked about so far, Jerick McKinnon possibly signing back. Then we talked about Big Titty Bugs is gone finally. We touched on that a little bit. Anything else going on in Chiefs Kingdom right now?
Yeah, it's the off season, man, and you can tell.
It's the dead heat. One thing that we do, that I think most people are horned up about the most. There's a couple things. Louis Reese Zammit. I mean, he's on fire right now. He's so hot right now.
He's hot right now.
And then the wide receiver room. We just recorded a pod about the wide receiver room that we're dropping tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time, 12 p.m. Central. Do us a favor. When that thing drops tomorrow, just go over there, watch that bad boy all the way through, like it, put a comment on it, all that good stuff.
We asked you guys to do that for the last video, and
it was good.
It was a good video for us, man.
Appreciate
it helped
you
us a
guys.
lot. It really did. It got out there pretty good. Steve, what's some thoughts about that last video? Because we talked about a sports writer who come up with the theory that if you can't get CD Lamb signed in Dallas, boy, it'd be cool to pair him with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, we did that. I'm sure you guys saw that video already. If you haven't, you can go back and watch that one. But yeah, I mean, we talked about it on there, and we won't get too far into it now because you can obviously go watch the video and get our complete thoughts. But I mean, the $1 million question is, how would you pay the man if you did trade for him? So not only are you giving away probably 2 first-round draft picks, but then you're talking about trying to sign a guy that's going to be, like, to me, like, it's arguable, but I would put CD Lamb in the top tier of receivers after last year's performance. I think you have to put him, if anything, he's like a half notch behind Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase.
Wow,
but I don't
think he's just a half notch, huh?
Absolutely.
There was someone in the chat. Somebody left a comment, Steve, saying that they were Oklahoma fans and that they don't think he's that much better than Hollywood.
That's crazy to me. I think that's being a little crazy.
The stats don't lie, though. When I went and looked it up, he only had about 800 more yards.
You're crazy. You're crazy. Let me look this up.
I'm bringing it up.
No, you're full of it.
Bobby T. Baggs said he's got 2 packs of the blue chew. Let's go.
Let's do it. He's going to be all horned up tonight. Mike, CeeDee Lamb was literally 50 yards behind Tyreek Hill last year for the top receiver in the league.
Okay. Go look at their career yards.
I'm not worried about the career. It's not about the career as a whole. But it's not, though. That don't make any sense. Like, it's not about that.
That's what the guy said.
Now, I do think both of them are set up to have possibly their biggest year this coming season. I do think that. Yeah. But, I mean, I don't know. What do you got? What do you got for us?
You know what we got? Iron Price with another 5-bomb.
Linebacker core
secured for this season? Question mark?
I think it is, but it's still.
I like our linebackers.
It's still going to be how many do they take and who will be on the back end. I mean, the 3 starters are set. It's Bolton, Tranquil, Leo, Chanel. I mean, straight up. And then, of course, last year, Jack Cochran made the team. What was the other kid's name that made the team last year?
Cam Jones.
Cam Jones. I kept wanting to say Cam Irving. That's our old offensive lineman, though, isn't it?
If Cam Irving made this team as a linebacker, I'd be scared.
No, but I mean, yeah, it's going to be on that back end. Then there was another guy that got hurt.
Isaiah Moore out of North Carolina State. I actually thought he was my dark horse to make the team last year, and he got injured.
Was Cam Jones the guy from Indiana?
Yeah, he played right up the road, right up in Bloomington.
Yeah, so I mean, I think it really depends. They might take all 5 of them. Might just be how it is.
With the new kickoff rules, you don't know what they're going to do. Like, I wonder if they're going to prefer having linebackers because you don't have to run as far. You just got to get yourself off a block, make a tackle. Linebackers are usually pretty good at making tackles in space. Yeah. Sometimes corners and safeties are kind of like, they get a little whiff. happy. They won't hit nobody. So maybe they're not the ones you want to put on the team. And wide receivers, they might not be what you want on the cover.
Yeah, but
cover
real
team,
quick,
so.
real quick, just back to the point that I was trying to make. I don't think that you can put Hollywood Brown and CeeDee Lamb in the same sentence right now. Maybe after this year, maybe. But last season, CeeDee Lamb, number two receiver in all the NFL, only 50 yards behind Tyreek Hill. He was 200 yards plus better than Amon-Ra St. Brown, 300 yards plus better than Puka Nacua, A.J. Brown. And Hollywood's not even in the top 25.
Well, Hollywood played with a bunch of loser backup.
I get it. I understand that. But that's just the reality of the situation.
And look, Dak had the best season of his career last year, right?
Yeah, I think so.
He was at the top. So many people took so much offense to that C.J. Stroud naming him in the top 5.
Which
and
that was arguable.
Guys, they said the top 5 of this year, not the top 5 in the NFL, not the top 5 forever. It was last year, and Dak put up numbers last year.
Yeah, he could have been in that. Now, granted, he does beat up on bad teams, and he no-shows against good ones.
Right.
I get that. But I mean, if you just go by strictly last year, I think the stats don't lie. I think Dak was definitely in that conversation. Will he be going forward? Mike, they're in a pickle over there in Dallas. They got to pay CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott, and Micah Parsons. Which one of those three are they going to let walk? Parsons?
I think Dallas insiders say that they may let 2 of them walk. They think that Parsons might be the only one they keep. That's why they're saying.
See, I don't see that. I think Dallas is too worried about scoring a lot of points. I think eventually, like Parsons is
that's what they've been trying to do for the past few years, right? Score.
It works somewhat, but don't get you over the hump.
Say, hey, that might not be the way we go. Maybe.
But did Micah Parsons help you win a playoff game?
Micah Parsons is pretty good though.
I understand, but
which would you take out of those 3? If one could be placed on this team, would you rather have Dak? No. Would you rather have CeeDee Lamb, or would you rather have Micah Parsons rushing the passer for us? Because I think I'd go ahead and take.
Well, first of all, in our defense, Parsons ain't going to be rushing the passer. Like, what would he even do? He's not coming. He's not putting his hand in the dirt.
I don't know. Maybe Spags can find a way to play him though, man. That's a good, talented.
I think the obvious answer for Chiefs would be CeeDee Lamb.
Woo! I don't know, man. I'm just a defensive guy at heart, you know.
I am too, but what's Parsons going to do in our defense? That's the question. If you're talking,
you tell me Spags can't hit a curveball.
I'm sure they could figure something out, but I just mean offhand. Just offhand. We got a 5 bomb from our boy Perry. He says, tuning in late. Better late than never, Perry. We appreciate you being here. He says, after Kelsey shenanigans in London, was hoping I'd catch y'all wearing top hats with ACU logos on them. Let's keep the dream alive, baby. Let's go, Perry. If I had a top hat, I'd wear it. You don't have one. Mike better not pull out the Abraham Lincoln right now. There's no way. What? Why? Why in the hell do you have an Abraham Lincoln hat?
407 years ago, Travis Kelsey did go to Europe, and he did bangeth Taylor Swift.
Blue Chew or no Blue Chew?
He does not needeth Blue Chew.
Mike, but they say it'll up your performance by like 45%. He's trying to secure the bill. He's trying to secure the bag. He's got $1 billion riding on this.
She secured his bag. He did not need to secure the bag. Blue Chew out.
What just happened? Why?
Did you like that hat I just had on hand?
Perry, how did you know about this?
Me and Perry's been conspiring to do a little skit about Abe Lincoln.
Did y'all just set me up?
No. Dude, I live in a place where Abe Lincoln is known to be part of.
Yeah, me too.
Everybody.
I don't own an Abraham Lincoln hat. Look, Mike, he was born.
Look, you got me,
30, 40 miles up the road, okay? I don't have one of those hats.
Man, you just got to love Abe Lincoln sometimes. Like, I don't think Abe gets enough credit. Did you know Abe used to fight bears?
He was.
Is that real?
Abraham Lincoln's a legend, bro. That's all there is to it.
He was legendary.
Well, appreciate you guys being here. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Just wanted to shout out our Patreon, patreon.com/allchiefedup. If you have not become a patron over there for just $1 freaking a month, please take 2 seconds. Go over there, sign up. It's $1 a month. You're not going to miss it, I promise. Not in today's economy. That's like throwing a penny in a jar. So do the $1, and you'll get a chance every month to win a signed piece of Chiefs merchandise. This month coming up on July 1st, me and Mike will be drawing. One of those random patrons will be winning a signed Will Shields jersey. And our boy Willie customized that for us, and it'll be going out to one of those patrons. So go sign up.
Right. Mike says, my membership expired. How do I renew it? Won't let me. Plus, I'm horned up.
Oh,
Which
Mike's been into the
expired?
blue
Are you
cheese.
talking about Patreon or YouTube? Because on YouTube, it's showing you a member, that little thing right next to your name.
Well,
Shows you
it
a
can't.
member,
If
so-
you get gifted a membership, if you want to keep that, you need to go set up the subscription. Otherwise, you're going to lose it as soon as that month's over, because they're showing you the way. They can lead you to the water, but they can't make you drink. Okay, you got Yogi and Iron Price out here doing the Lord's work, leading you to the water. Go make it a subscription to where you're automatically upgraded every month.
If it's Patreon you're talking about, I'm
It's
not
subscription
big with
based.
Patreon, but Steve knows. I'm pretty sure when you sign up, it just starts automatically.
It's subscription based. Yeah. And I mean, for $1 a month, I mean, you're not going to, like I said, you're not going to miss it. You'll get bonus content. And then also we're doing giveaways too. So why not? We need to drop our newest Patreon piece of content. We got to work on that. But I think we were going to do a Sweet 16 of Kansas City barbecue. Me and Mike's just going to figure that one out.
Dude, you know what we should do? We should have people in the chat right now start throwing out 16 barbecue spots, and we should write them down.
Well, it has
and
to
set
be
the poll
16 barbecue spots that we've
eaten
had.
at. Yes. Have
So
we
that's
eaten
the thing
at
about it.
16 different
Yes.
KC barbecue joints.
Absolutely.
Different ones?
Yes.
Dude, because look, we get a little horned up on certain ones, and we'll go there every once in a while. Like one time, I went
Well,
to KC
that's the thing.
and I
That's
ate
why-
Jack Stacks 4 times in a day.
Look, that's the thing about it. We'll make the list and we'll go by what we've actually had. Otherwise, it's invalid. Like, it's not even a thing. Perry, he says, the best $5 he ever spent. Mike was seeing you in a top hat.
You're dang right it was, baby. And I like that top hat. Sometimes I just wear that top hat when I go to sleep, butt naked, top hat on, and just go to sleep. Nobody wants to see that. Hey, you'll pay
Mike,
$5 to not see that one.
Are you naked with the top hat and the fan on like Chief Kelsey?
Yeah, I'm actually naked from the waist down right now. Like, I'm just wearing this. And, like, you got to be comfortable, man. It's hot. It's reached almost 100 degrees every day in Kentucky. So you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, Chiefer, I have no idea. Maybe if one of the other mods know. If someone actually went to the pit, you have to let us know so we can get them out. But
Yeah, otherwise I have no idea. But I didn't send no one to the pit. I refuse to send people to the pit.
Still Gaming says, what if you did highest one-time dono and an all-time dono? Just made them both a separate achievement. That's not a bad idea, Still Gaming. But here's the predicament. Okay, if we're giving away 2 things per live stream, so sometimes we do an extra live stream. So say we do 3 live streams that week. So we have 6 people to give stuff out. But what if the top dono was $5? Like then we get in trouble. What are we shipping you out, man? What are you earning with your $5?
I think
You know what I'm saying?
if the highest dono doesn't cover at least shipping, I'm just gonna send you a nice email. Just like,
right,
hey,
that's
good
the only
morning,
thing.
guys.
Like
Good
honestly,
morning.
I'm not opposed to that. Still Gaming, I like
No,
the
I
idea.
like the idea.
If we can make it work, we'll make it work. But
Look, during the season, we like to do. We even do those things. Remember, like last year, we were giving away tons of those posters.
yeah.
And guess what? I found a ton more. So we're
Let's
gonna have
go,
a lot
baby.
of poster time.
Mike
this year,
Iron
baby.
Price just said, you know what? Throw me another $1 on there.
He said, "Here's another $1."
But see, now we're in a predicament now too. What if Yogi fell asleep?
Oh,
Iron
poor Yogi.
Price adds $1.
No, Iron Price was already up 5. He was 35, 30.
Okay, never mind.
But what if he fell asleep at the 30? So he went to bed thinking
Right.
he's tied, and then he wakes up in the morning all horned, and he's like, "Yeah, why did I win today?" And he's like, "No, that freaking Iron Price donated $1 when I went to sleep."
You get nothing. It reminds me of that Willy Wonka, right? Where he's like, what does he say? Like, there's even a little video. He's like, "You get nothing."
You're like
You know what I'm talking about.
You're like the cafeteria worker. On
You
something.
lose.
No soup for you. No soup for you.
I hit the wrong button, but we'll make it very dramatic for this.
Let's go.
If I can get back to it. Struggling a little bit here. There you go. You got it for me.
5 bomb for Mike.
Let's go.
Mike, is it pronounced Yoways?
Has to be Yoways, right?
I like it to be Mikey Always.
Mike always.
I know. I don't know.
Appreciate the 5, Mike. Y'all put some legendaries in the
brother.
chat for Mike. Mike, we also have a 5 bomb from our boy Kyle. He says apparently Hallmark is working on a holiday movie. That's something else we were getting ready to talk about, baby. Called Holiday Touchdown, a Chiefs love story.
Didn't the Chiefs do this last year with a fake one?
I don't
I
know.
just-
I think you dreamed that. I don't
Did
remember.
I live in some kind of alternate universe? Is this like one of those like things, about does Chick-fil-A have a C or a K at the end of the name?
Mike, yes, I think that's a Mandela effect. And I also don't think that's the same thing. I think you're just dreaming. I don't think there was.
Positive that
But
they
this
put out
is
a
an
fake
actual
trailer
thing. I
for
actually saw the story today. Hallmark's going to do
Hallmark's
a freaking Chiefs story.
Card Factory's right there in KC. We were right next to it. Remember when we
I
went
don't
down
know.
there for Christmas?
But let me
and
tell you.
They had the little ice skating rink set up.
Look, let me tell you. The fact that it's a holiday movie, when I read it, it did not say anything about a holiday movie. It just said a Chiefs love story. Okay, and here's what I actually said to a coworker of mine today after I read this. I was like, if it's a Christmas movie, I'll support it, because Hallmark, Lifetime, they make the cringiest, awfulest, cheesiest Christmas
The
movies.
best Christmas movies
And
you've
I
ever watched.
love the hell out of them. I love all of them. So if they make it a Christmas movie, Mike, I'm all for the cringe. Otherwise, it's going to suck.
You love when two people meet up in the Christmas tree. They're cutting down a Christmas tree.
I love it. I love it if it's Christmas time.
And you're just sitting there saying, "Give me more. Give me more.
Give me more. Give me more of it." I'll watch them all. It's like, just, you remember like the Zeke eating a bowl of cereal?
Okay, wait. What are we naming it? Should All Chief Up name the Christmas
It
movie?
already says it's called a holiday touchdown.
That's what they're calling it?
It's called a holiday touchdown.
Freaking lame.
What would you have named it?
I'd have called it. I would have called it Horned Up Holiday.
Hey, Blue Chew for Christmas.
Yeah, Blue Chews for Christmas. A Kansas City love story.
Mike, your movie would be so weird. I was already know.
Greatest movie you've ever watched. The greatest.
The greatest of all time. We got our boy Enrique in the house. What's up, Enrique? Enrique is always looking like as sexy as Joe Burrow in that all chiefed up hoodie. Hopefully you don't have the back torn out of it, but appreciate you too, Bomb,
don't.
Enrique. Last year, KC signed Jet in May. Too late now. It's weird.
Good
I thought they waited a while last year, but I guess not. I don't think so.
Maybe they signed him on July 4th. It's just a reason to celebrate America.
Yeah, why not?
The Jet. You know what Enrique should get for that, Steve?
What?
Let the boy watch.
Yeah, let him watch. I don't think it's too late, Enrique. I think actually that's the thing. As long as he's not signed with somebody else, I think it's always on the table. I do think it's an option for the Chiefs. Is it how's Brett Veach looking at it? Do you think it's like a last resort type thing? Like, hey, I gotta get this running back room together. Hey, Jet, you still available? Like, what do you think it is?
He's like calling Jet up, Here, I'm going to use this. This is my giant pencil, but today it's my phone. I'm like, Jet, get in here. I need some veteran leadership. I need somebody that can teach people how to block. We can't kill Patrick. And that's
Could
the
be
conversation, and I'm probably giving him at least $2 million.
Mike, got our boy Nivis in the house.
Let's go.
With the 10 bomb. Appreciate you, my man. Y'all put some legendaries in the chat.
Steve, I get to
for
see
all
the
these
sticker.
guys donating. Do what?
I get to see the sticker. It's like a cheerleader jumping up and down.
Thanks for letting me know. But yeah, put some legendaries in chat for all the guys donating.
Love it.
You guys are freaking awesome. Appreciate you all. Let's see here, man. Brett Veach signs Jerick McKinnon before camp.
Peach is a peach.
Would it be before camp?
Well, we've had the conversation if they want to sign a left tackle possibly for some like stability, some insurance. Same to go with Jet. There has to be. I think Jet you could wait a little longer, right? because he's been here. He knows that you could probably wait till the last second. You could sign him in week 4,
Yeah.
But I think with a different person, with a left tackle that has to learn everything, I think they would have to sign that quicker, sooner than later.
Kevin Cable says, why doesn't Hallmark make a holiday movie called Hot Love, the Bill Belichick love story? I think the reason why they won't do it is because it's a little taboo. I think that there's only one website, The Hub, where you'd be allowed to have Christmas at Grandpa's house, the love story. I don't think it would work for Hallmark. It's a little weird.
Dude, I mean, I'm down if they get if they play themselves in the movie.
That'd be so funny. Can you imagine how bad of an actor Belichick is?
She said, I'm tired of this grandpa. He said, I don't give a damn. Like, that would be one of the best movies ever, by the way. Have you seen the meme going around where it's got the penguin from Batman? And, like, it looks like he's just thrusting out there.
No.
Like he's blue chewed up. And it looks like, and they're saying this is what Bill Belichick looks like.
I haven't
like,
seen it, but now I'm
finding
intrigued.
it. Let me go find it. I'm going to show it to the world.
Kathy says, you think CEH is too small for a third down blocking back? His blocking's not the greatest. It's not the worst either. It's definitely a step back from McKinnon, Kathy. The thing about CEH as a third down back is he can receive the ball. Like, so, I mean, if he's just going to be there for blocking purposes, I don't love it. It doesn't scare me, but I don't love it. But I think CEH is going to be more effective in the pass game this year. But I mean, that's why Patrick wanted him to begin with, because at LSU, Clyde was a receiving back. Like, he literally tore up teams catching the football. I think that's what Patrick envisioned with him with the Chiefs. That's not what happened. Now I think it could get to that point, Kathy. So it's kind of like a pick your poison. Like, I don't know. I think it's definitely going to improve his game as far as being able to catch the ball more out of the backfield. But that blocking, maybe it's something he needs to work on. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I do think Clyde is going to be okay in that row. Like, we seen his hands last year, dude. He had one of the best catches I've ever seen.
Clyde can catch the ball, absolutely.
In the Super Bowl.
But the blocking is the big question, though, right?
Right. And wonder what that is. Is it because he just doesn't got a lot of experience doing it because he's never really been asked to do it, or is it something like he's limited to do? I don't know.
How much smaller is CEH than Jerick McKinnon? I mean, can't be that much different.
I don't think it's that much difference, dude.
McKinnon's not a big guy whatsoever. He was just very smart at picking up blocks and like did it effectively. Now that's something that can be taught, especially for, like, obviously with guys their size, I feel like it can be taught. Like, it's not like McKinnon was out there blocking well with his natural abilities to be a freaking blocker.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Steve, I've got live footage of Bill Belichick.
Oh God, is this what you were doing while I was trying to have a football conversation with Kathy?
This is what you wanted to see it, okay?
Oh God, the penguin. Why'd you do that to me and everybody else watching?
Dude, I'm keeping that in rotation for the season, by the way.
Yeah,
Every
I think
time
we should.
score a touchdown, Hort. We get Belichick thrusting. If Belichick,
I'm okay with that.
Look, if Belichick comes in and calls one of our games this year, he's getting it. Like, so many times. I can't wait, dude.
Mike, I went ahead and ended the poll. It looks like that 63% of people say top donos by one person, so just add them all together. So the way we're doing it, well, that's what we'll do.
So add them all together.
I like it, and you know what? It's okay though. I like it because it gives you a chance to get it if you want it. Like,
yeah, I get it, because there's been times where somebody's donated like 20, and then somebody goes 22, and then somebody else donates a 20 again, and instead of having 40, they lose, right?
Yeah, I think I like it all together. I agree. So I think that's what we'll keep it for now. If it changes in the future, we'll get your opinion, but I think that's what we're going to keep it for now, Sam.
Yeah.
I think Sam was the one that interested. So
we'll
that's
do
what we're going to do.
Total. I like it, man.
Yeah. So let's see here. Sam Lofton says, no one interested in the video of Kelsey carrying Taylor over the threshold on tour. We actually, I think I saw where KY said looking forward to see if we address it in our podcast for tomorrow. I'll go ahead and spoil that for you. We do not talk about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce in the podcast.
The whole Taylor Swift thing where he.
So if that changes your
stuff.
mind and you're not going to watch now, then I was just kidding. We totally talk about it.
I don't think nobody's going to watch or not watch based off if we cover Taylor Swift and Kelce. But here's what I'll say. I figured everybody was this weekend was weird. Like I jumped on Twitter for a little bit, like everybody's just talking about Kelce, like doing that live show and stuff, and I'm like, what is happening?
It's weird.
I wanted some football news, and I said, what is happening? And
this
then
is what we get.
I was like, did I just get old all of a sudden? Like I turned into the guy that was like, we don't care about Taylor Swift.
We're in the devil's butthole of the off season right now, and that's how you know.
Right in
That's
the
how
crack.
you know.
We can't escape it.
Oh, Garrett in the house. He says, when you guys are bringing Musa on, I sent you his profile. I remember this. He totally sent me this guy's profile. He's a diehard Chiefs fan, but he's like this weird little, I don't know if he's like Armenian or something. I don't know, Garrett. You have to refresh me on that. It's been a minute. Has a crazy accent. He's like a wine connoisseur and a Chiefs connoisseur.
Shut up. This is real?
Yeah, it's real. It's hilarious. I think I sent it to you. If I didn't.
On what? Like Instagram? Is it like
no, I think Garrett texted it to me.
Garrett, you just know him?
No.
You're just hanging out with him?
Who, me? Obviously.
Garrett's just hanging out with Musa?
Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you were like forgetting who Garrett was for a second. I'm like, yeah, of course he texts me or whatever.
How do I forget
never
Garrett?
mind.
Garrett lived with us for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Just hung out every day.
It's like he's basically the third Williams brother, sort of.
Garrett, is your luck as bad as ours? Because you're not
It
getting into this.
It might have rubbed off on him.
Trio.
Might have rubbed off on him,
Hey,
bro.
if you slept on our couch, Andy, it's rubbed off on you. If you thought your life's been torn to horse crap for the past 20 years, well, there you go. Don't breathe the same air.
Yeah. Hey, let's do it. I don't know who Musa is. I mean, I do, but I don't. We'll ask him if he'll come on.
He said he's in a Casey drinking group.
Yeah, I know he's like the wine connoisseur. Isn't he like from a different country or something? Or am I just imagining that part?
Should we get Musa to come to the Chiefed Up, the crew?
Yeah, to the live one?
To the live one.
To the live
and have
podcast.
him answer some questions? Where's he from?
Obviously
What's his
KC.
accent? Is it a fun accent, though? Oh, I thought he had like an accent, like he was fun.
I thought that he did, but I could be wrong. Garrett's going to have to remind me in the chat. I don't remember for sure. Or I'm going to go back and find the link you sent me.
I love people with accents, dude. It's like my favorite thing.
I don't know if this is right, and I'm not trying to talk bad of the man. I don't know him. But in my head, it's like Borat, but he loves wine and the Chiefs.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Is it the guy I'm thinking of? You just said Borat, but I don't know if he loves wine and the Chiefs, but he makes the funniest videos about like he acts like he don't know anything. Like he just acts like he's dumb about everything and like
us.
Yeah, like us basically.
Yeah, no,
Just
I don't know
straight
if
up.
that's it. I don't know if that's a thing. I think Garrett sent me a picture. Hold on. I'm going to look real quick. You take over the chat.
Oh,
man. Let me check in on this.
I'm excited. Hey, appreciate you guys being here while Steve's here. We've only got a few more minutes to hang out, so go ahead and hit the like button, get your last questions in, and hit that sub if you haven't already. Steve, what are you laughing about?
Look at the picture in the background on this dude's.
Is that John Travolta?
Yeah, that's great. It's like a picture of him and a picture of Travolta.
Okay, that's not the dude I was thinking it was, but that's funny.
His name is Musa Turkman. In parentheses, red wine. He's just red wine, man.
Oh, we might have to get red wine out there. See what happens, man.
Kevin Cable says, Steve, you like horror movies. Belichick went full male from Sleepaway Camp. He did, my man. Good call. Sleepaway Camp, that's a treasure.
Sleepaway Camp is a
They don't make them like they used to, but, you know, it is what it is.
They don't. Dude, I've been waiting for some good horror movies. I went and watched that new one with the, what's it called?
Well, I mean, it sounds like you're going to get one if they make the Belichick and his 24-year-old girlfriend.
Maybe the KC Christmas Lifetime.
Oh, wait, you said horror movie. Never mind.
Yeah, not horror movie.
Gotcha. Never mind.
Come on now.
Mike, he says Moose is wholesome. Okay.
Oh,
He's a wholesome guy.
Horned.
Just a wholesome guy.
Daggone. It's
He's from Turkey? He's from Turkey. We have to figure it out. We'll have him on. I'm going to message him.
Julian said he looks like the guy who would open a door in a poorly tied bathrobe.
That's what I would do. I want a bathrobe. I just want to wear a poorly tied bathrobe and have a cigar all the time. That's life goals.
Steve.
What?
Don't.
Why?
Because you know
It's
what
either
you're gonna grow
that.
up to be.
It's either that or I want to. First of all, I hate water because I can't swim. But either that. But the other option is to go to Miami, get a really bad crispy leather tan, and just don't wear a shirt because I got the hairy chest, so I can have the leather tan and the hairy chest and a gold necklace and like some polo loafers or something, like some. And just live on a yacht. It's one of those. And I can
Shut up.
Why you gotta do that to me? I didn't really talk about how I wanted to wear Andy Reid shirts.
You're describing Brett Veach during the draft. Remember, he was down there getting them 20-year-olds. He was like,
Yep.
He's like, we need them young down here. You know, in KC, you got to be quick.
Gotta be quicker than that. Gotta be faster than that, Mike. Yeah, well, I think we're going to wrap it up for the night, Mike. I appreciate all you guys that donated. You guys put some legendaries in the chat for them. It looks like Iron Price is going to get the old mystery gift from ACU tonight. So shout out Iron Price. Richie, I see you, my man. Better late than never. We're getting ready to head out of here, but you can go back and watch it. But appreciate you guys. Hit that like button on the way out if you haven't already. Hope you guys had fun tonight. I had fun. Mike, did you have some fun? It was a good one.
I had a grand old time, Steven. I even got
Richie,
the Abe Lincoln hat.
Yeah, Richie, you might want to go back and check out Mike wearing an Abraham Lincoln hat. Might make your night a little better if it needs to be.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah, hit the like button on your way out if you haven't. And, yeah, appreciate you guys.
Should I play the Bill Belichick thing one more time?
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
Could I? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, you're in for a treat. Here we go. Live footage of Bill Belichick.
There was a sight from my soul.